Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of my Modern Skyblock 3 Let's Play series. So today we are doing our final part of Factory Tech. I was hoping we could have got rid of it like last episode because we spent so long in it and it's such a grindy mod. But we need to do one more thing, and the parts we need to do I just couldn't do on my own. It was the parts that we need to do together in the video, because I think they're quite crucial parts of the mod, and it gets us some of the actual vital parts. And there's quite a few things I've learned while doing testing bits of it, which I think is best to show you as well throughout the way. So this is hopefully going to be the last episode of Factory Tech. I am not going to be completing the entire thing in here just now because it is just so grindy, and I want to get this section completed. Because I want to rebuild my base. I really want to rebuild my base, but I want to make sure Factory Tech is done. I want to have creative flight before we can do that, and before we can have creative flight we need some true magic to unlock this. So I need to unlock which is going to be our next episode, what we'll unlock next episode, but I want to complete this Factory Tech one so that we can get the immersive engineering and the forest stuff, so that these both unlock then, which will give us the ability to run power better around and create power, and make life so much easier. So that's what I'm aiming towards doing now. So again, this is what we're going to do next episode, and then that's it. So let's crack on what we're going to do. We've got a lot to do today, and hopefully it won't take forever and a day. So we're looking at the quest book, what we need to get done. So in here, so for this one we need 64 of the machine upgrade overclocked. So we'll look at that in a second. That's pretty easy to do. And then we also need the tempered saw blade, tempered gear, tempered cutting blade, tempered drill bit, and the energy core. Now I have got most of the tempered stuff. You can see here I've got 16 of the tempered saws, 16 of the tempered gears, 16 of the tempered blades, and 16 of the drill. 12 of the drill bits. And that's because these are all made the exact same way. We've made them already. So if you look at the uses, sorry, not the uses. If you look at the recipes for them, they're just using normal drill bits, and the same again for the thing. It's just using a normal cutting blade. Again, we made all these before. All you got to do is you take them and put them in this machine over here, which we made last episode, which is the tempering oven. So you can see it's here, and then you need these parts to go in here. Hopefully this won't break, because I haven't planned for it to break, and if it does, it'll be a royal pain in the rear end. But we'll see how it goes. So what you do is you put your components in here. So we've got 4 drill bits, the last 4 drill bits we need, and basically what you got to do is you've got to turn on a redstone switch and turn it off when it hits here. Now the easiest way to do that is if you look at it, and then if we do it now, you'll see the drill bit itself turn like a grey colour when it hits that stage, like that. So as soon as it hits the grey stage, turn it off, and we get that tempered drill bit. So all we need to do that, you need to do that 3 more times. Now you got to be careful you don't overdo this, because if you leave it in for too long, then it actually destroys the component, and you got to make it again. And obviously we don't want to do that, because that'd be a royal pain in the rear end. So hopefully get the last one here, and there we go. So we got all 4 of these. That's all 4 of these last bits now. So we can actually go ahead and get all these out and actually complete this quest, complete most of this quest here. So detect you, that's you gone, sweet, and then detect you. Again, that should be you gone, and then get you, detect, sweet, and then you, and detect, sweet. So now all we need is the energy cores, which is going to be the royal pain in the rear end that we've got complete, which is just going to be fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this one till after we've done something else, because now what we need to do is I want to complete the 64 machine upgrade overclockers. Now here you can see I've got 64 of them ready to go here. So the machine upgrade overclockers, all it is some pulverized gold, some normal wood, it can be any type of wood, and 64 of them quartz blocks. Now obviously that's a block of that's a lot of quartz. You think it's about, I think it's 40 blocks of quartz to make this. I can't remember the exact figure, but it's not like dramatic. It's reasonably doable. When you've got a Britannia which can double the amount of quartz you get, it's very easy to do. It's not too much of a pain. So we're going to go ahead and complete that. So we should get all 64 of these, like so. And then we should be able to complete that quest like so. If we do text, there we go, that's been done, completed. So now you can see we've also got bees. Oh, I love bees, that's so cool. So we can claim you're done, which is fantastic. So with the bees, we've got to get some apple juice and some pixie dust. Really? That seems really, really mundane. They're 2 really easy things we can get really easily. Fair enough. I'm going to do bees because I like bees, especially when we get Gendustry, because we've got Gendustry as a part of here anyway, which is just so cool. Oh, that's when we got to unlock bees yet. So we've got Life of the Forest, so we've got our Gendustry stuff here, which is amazing. Oh, this is forestry stuff. Okay. Gendustry is later on. That's fine. Gendustry must be under here somewhere. I'd imagine a Bobby under the B section, industry. But that's pretty cool because I reckon that honestly, apple juice and pixie dust is really easy to get. So we can pull it up pretty quick. Anyway, distracted. So that's that done. So next thing I want to do is I want to make these. I want to make the energy cores. That's obviously the final quest to get into here is the energy cores. So we're looking at the energy cores. So if we go core and we can see the energy. Oh, there it is. There it is right there. It's got this energy core right here. So the energy core here is using a stabilization table. I don't know how to use it yet. We're gonna have to make that in a little bit. But for that, we need this, which is pretty simple to make. I've got pretty much everything we need to make for that already. We'll come back to that in shortly. But to make the to make the unprimed energy cores, we need to get in the compression chamber. You need to put the prepared shells, which you've got down there, with some energite that gets us the unprimed energy cores. So we can get almost there now. This is where it gets a bit fiddly because you need to make energite, and energite is used. Energite is made in one of these bad boys. What's it called? In a fluid agitator. So if we go for fluid agitator, in here, in here, you can see that agitite is made here. Energite, sorry, not agitite. Energite is made here with sulfuric acid and liquefied glowstone, but you need mob dust. Now, mob dust, the way we can get mob dust is to use the mob disassembler and putting some form of mob on there. So I'm going to use a zombie pigment because I've handily got some free walking around. Now, annoyingly, I thought we were quite easy. We could just pick up the ones that are over there. So pick up the ones that like any mob from anywhere using this bad boy. But apparently, this doesn't like to pick up mobs, which is really irritating. But that's not much of a pain. We can get over that pretty simply. Okay, so basically what we need to do is we need to get that energite. So for energite, we need to make the mob disassembler, and the mob disassembler is made like so. So we go mob disassembler. That's made with some nickel, so on these G circuit boards, a saw blade, a basic gear diamond, and a battery. Now batteries we haven't made yet. Batteries are made with sulfuric acid using an empty battery shell, which is very easy to make. Just a bit of gold, a bit of copper, a bit of standard wire, and then some iron ingots. So I've made a load of these. And over here in this bad boy here, you can see I've got some sulfuric acid, which gets from this machine, don't forget, which just drills it out of the earth. We need to reset this in there, but anyway, drills it out of the ground. And see here we've got 4 batteries, and that'll be more than enough for what we need for now. All you do is literally put the empty shells at the top. I didn't mean to do this, I did it by accident, but you put 4 shells in the top, and then that puts it into there. So that's really, really, really handy. So what to do now is just make the mob thing. So you see I've got everything ready here for the mob. And put that there, that gets us the mob disassembler. Sweet. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and set this up. Hey, we got a complete quest section, right? So I guess we need to get some mob dust, yeah. So now we can go over here, and I know there's going to be mobs over here. So what I want to do is going to push the mobs. Oh, the pigmen have died. There was pigmen in here. That's annoying. But there is a zombie there, so that's fine. So what I want to do is get this enderman. I'm going to put it like there. Put you like there, because it doesn't need any power. Oh, it needs the parts, of course. Oh, so it needs. Okay, need to make the parts. Right, let me go ahead and quickly make these parts, and then I'll come back once we've got all of the parts. Right, so now we have all the parts that we need. We can throw that in here. Now this thing should be working. I don't know how to test it, but annoyingly where's he gone? There was 2 like there a second ago. You are kidding me. Well, there was a enderman, and now they've gone. But basically what the idea is, I'm going to stand up on here, get like too high, and then I was going to stare at him, but they've disappeared, which is really irritating. So give me a second, let me wait till something spawns, and then we can come right back once we've got something that spawned. Okay, so I slightly cheated, and I went downstairs instead of one downstairs, but hopefully it should have the same effect. And he's not coming up, apparently. He's just going to stay downstairs. Unless he has come up already. No, there he is. He's down there. Come on, you need to come up. You need to come. Oh, that's so annoying. Right, let me wait until it's back up and then we're back. Okay, he's up and he's chasing me. Up here? No, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Wrong side of the fence, matey. What are the chances? Come on, this side. Thank you. No, don't. Do you actually just did you actually just do what I thought you just did? So you should die in a second. Go on, please die. Come on. Yes. And we got some stuff. Although annoyingly, I don't think we got any mob essence. Which is really what? Not getting any mob essence. Are you actually being serious? Put that over there because it's gonna teleport me. I can't really. Okay, so that was a surprise. As far as I was aware, you got all drops every time. So I'm going to do that a few more times until we get more essence. So we'll be back shortly once I've got some more essence, finally. Okay, so we finally got some more essence. Thank God, that took way too long. So I've replaced one of the spikes that was down here. So we've got my inventory right there. I've replaced that with the mob spawner and put everything in it again. Close it up, and now that has done its job. And you see over here, I've made a best mob essence, and we've got 2. Thank God for that. So I need to do a lot of TLC with this. I'm probably going to destroy this when we do the base in the next episode or 2. But for now, I think 2 might be enough to at least get us up to the first part of what we need to do. So let's go ahead and use these over here from what we need. So what I can figure out that we think we need is we need to put the energite in, the mob essence in here, which should then go ahead combine these 2 up. So liquefied glowstone, by the way, liquefied glowstone. You just get one of these cauldrons and you put glowstone in here with all the elements in, and that go ahead and does it for you. And obviously the sulfuric acid we've done before with the batteries. So that is now doing this, and we've got this is doing it like 200 millibuckets per time, which is really slow. Okay, so what's the core take? So for the core, we need to get the mob core, which is you. So using the compression chamber, we get 250 millibuckets, gets us 1 of them. So we need a lot more mob essence, but hopefully that farm over there will get us some more now. Do I need? Ideally, I need 1 more battery. I think. Let's just make 1 more battery quickly. I think we should have everything we need. We need a piece of wire still. There's wire in here. I think I left some wire somewhere. Maybe not. So let's go ahead and make these first. So we need to make all 4 of these, all 8 of these. That's 8 of you. That's you. So that's 8 of these all together. Prepared shells, which is what we need. Nothing else that we need. Nope. Okay, cool. So now we just need some of the wires. So let's go mention this and get some. Copper, actually copper up here, I think, don't we? Not in there. We got 1 in there. We need 1. Okay, it's fine. Then the wire goes in the metal cutting machine, I think, which turns it into the wires. Just to make us some more of the battery shells, because I know we're going to need them for certain. So the battery core, right? So these are 1 of the wires, gold and copper grit. Okay, so we need a piece of gold and a piece of copper. So copper. Let's use this machine over here and grind this up to make us our magical stuff. And see, I've got a load of other stuff in here as well, which is perfect. So hopefully we can catch these as they come out. So click here and get it, catch it. Come on, faster. Nope. Okay, so catch in here, and then we get copper in as well. Sweet. So then we just need the 6 iron, and then we are sorted for that. 6 iron ingots that we need for that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And typically, we are massively running out of resource room, and then the wrong around. And then we need you, and then need 1 of the wires in there, right? Sweet. Now we make 1 more of these. I think 1 more will be enough for what we need to make. And it's not a massive, massive pain if we need to make more. But ideally, that's when I have 2 of these batteries on hand, just so we're sorted. So this is how you make the batteries again. So empty shell, sulfuric acid. I guess is the battery. Sweet. So let's take you out of there. Then we're gonna. I need to bust you. So I've got everything for that already. Sweet. Let's pick you up. And then get this bad boy. Put this bad boy like there. You take an energite. Sweet. You just need a piston, which we have got there, and a motor, which I think I may have used. No, it's there. Sweet. So that motor in there. So that then, once we have the cores, put the cores up there. this should go ahead and make us the depleted core, which is amazing. Awesome, love it. So there's one. Okay, so we need to do that 8 more times, and that's left. So we need a lot more resistance. So I think we're gonna have to wait for that. But at the same time, we need to get the stabilization table. Now I don't know how to use this. But let's make it first. So stabilization table is made with 2 magnets, obsidian, S, battery, and diamonds. So we just need to get all that from up here. So the diamonds, obsidian. So 2 diamonds, 2 obsidian. Right, and 2 diamonds, 2 obsidian. Then we need the magnetic iron and the battery. Should have everything now, I think. Yeah, we've got loads of everything else. So let's go ahead and make that. So you and you, thank you very much. Now I made everything, try to make everything for that preparation. Now I know this can explode, so I kind of want to put it away from everything else. So I'm going to put that like there. So I don't know what these things are for. I don't know. Does it say in the book what these are for? So some machine info, and then we look for the stabilization table anywhere. Stabilization table. Okay. So to stabilize a charge in the core for use in machines, it must be part of a stabilization table and surrounded with active redstone magnets. See core stabilization in the parts section for more information. So we need the magnets. Okay. Okay. I remember this now. Okay. So we need to do this with that and the rest of these. Thank you very much. And loads of redstone. I remember doing this. I don't remember doing it, but I remember reading this now and get all of you. It's way too much, but it'll be fine for now. I can clean it up later on. Like this for all these. 1, 2, 3, and 4 of you. Now I think these. It says in the book actually. That might be a good start. So I can't even unlock it because apparently we've gone too far too quick. The core charger. We need that as well, don't we? So the core charger. I think we've got everything for you as well, right? Pretty sure we do. Pretty sure. That's why I need 1 more battery. I knew I need 1 more battery. So we need 4 more obsidian. 2, 3, 4 of you, and that should be it, right? It's core charger. Sweet. Look at that. And that is you complete, and you're done. So then in here we needed to make the current core. So the stabilization turns charged unpowering energy cores into regular energy cores. For that you require stationary magnets 2 blocks away from it in all 4 sides. That gives you the consistency of repeating redstone signal. If you aren't given a redstone signal at the same or given way for too long, the machine will explode. That just sounds concerning. 2 blocks away in each corner. 2. Okay, so that's all that. Okay. This just sounds scary. What do? Let's put you like over here, the way a little bit. So you 1 more battery. Typically need 1 more battery and circuits and a magnet, and that's going to charge things, I'm going to guess. Okay. So basically, we need more mob essence, which hopefully we have some more already. And then, hopefully from there, we can make more of the cores. And then from there, we can then go ahead and use the stabilization table. Do we have any in here? No. But is that because we are clogged up in here? 21 of the baggers. Yes, love it. That is awesome. Awesome sauce. So let's get everything out of here that we can. Anything going there? Yeah, it does. A lot of it, actually. Great. So what's in here that's plugging up? You, and then you're full, and you're full. Okay, let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. 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 Sweet. So let's get all this mob essence up here. All 21 of them, which is so nice to actually get some now. I killed about 10 of them. Other Enderman, but I'm guessing because they're not an actual Enderman, they're a modded Enderman, it didn't like it. So with you here, no, you in here, right? Yep. Let's put you in there. You will hopefully go ahead and make us loads of stuff you need to make, which then should make us all 8 core of these, which I don't know how long it's going to take because, you know. And they don't stack. Are you kidding me? They don't stack. That is very frustrating. So what I think I'm going to have to do is I think I'm going to have to go ahead and have a old Google on the wiki about how this works to figure out the best setup for this. and then go ahead and make all these. Hopefully we're going to have enough. This isn't going to break, and we're going to have enough glowstone in here to make everything we need. So let's use 100 per time. I think we'll have enough. So why have you stopped working? It's working. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and make the rest of these and then put these in a safe place. I don't know what that safe place is going to be yet. But that's going to do that. And I'll be right back once I've figured out how to use this and how to use that. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we've got through to start running this thing, and looked and I think I know how to do it. I want to test a few things as we go along to see if we need to do because if we're looking at the uses in these bad boys here, it says in here the efficiency is 80% is the actual charge, is the optimal charge. But if I see anything from the videos I've seen online, is this takes a lot of all the ingredients to get anywhere. So I'm kind of hoping it doesn't. I'm kind of hoping we can use a little bit less. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw these all in here. You'll notice I'm using the gold plated ones instead of the copper plated ones. That's because these are just better, more efficient in theory. So all these, the only difference with these is using the same circuit but using glow gold dust, which is just a piece of gold and a piece of glowstone put together in your crafting table. Really easy to do. I've gone ahead and made 20 magnets and a lot of batteries, and hopefully it won't drain too much. But if you put this in here, this will start charging. So what I want to see is if we get to there. Now obviously we've not lost anything yet, but I wonder if now if we put it into here, if it'll charge any better. So that's an efficiency of 11. So put you there. So with this thing, what you do is you put your core in the middle, like we have done here, and then you put obviously the magnets around here on the side. And then doing a bit of research, what you need to do is you need to have these redstone that repeated into them, and what that does is that charges up the core. Now I'm using these timers here, and the timers from a bit of research online, looking at some people's videos, specifically looking at System Collapse's video. Here you can see that the ideal that due to my testing and as he seems to agree is that 15 is the best tick rate. So that's if you set them all to 15 like we have here, and then turn them all off, and then what you do is turn them all on together like so, and you'll see all these will start to increase. Now in theory what we should see is the stability should increase eventually, if everything is going to plan. Now I'm not sure how or if this will work to do with the thing. I know we're supposed to prime these up to 80% durability before anything else happens, but we shall see. I think we've got to turn off the first one first again. Just turn you off again. So hopefully the stability should increase. That's what you would think anyway. But maybe it's not. Maybe we do have to charge this up to 80%. Which is a little bit frustrating because I know they take a lot of parts, I think, but okay, let's give it a go. If we can probably do bit by bit and see. So that'll comment down. You'll notice that if you turn one of these on, I'm not going to do it because it'll explode, but then you'll see here the stability will go to negative. When it's a negative, you know you've got issues, so you need to get things fixed pretty quickly. That's why having the switches there to disable them make it quite a bit more efficient. So throw this in here. And this is probably going to start throwing things out. So I'm going to wait until 60% and see if it works at 60%. Because if it works at 60%, then it might be even better. Now it's used a battery and it's used a magnet already. So let's try using it on 60% and see what happens with that. I think. No, I'm going to put it in there. So let's put you into here now. So you're at 65% efficiency. So let's turn you on, and I think you turn that one on off again. Hopefully this stability should start increasing pretty soon. Hopefully. We're in minor stability. That's not good. Turn off. Ah! Apparently. So I think something's glitched. Be right back. Okay. So that was not good. So I'm pretty sure I have to charge this up to 65% and then go from there. Because that was not what I wanted. It did destroy our core. We didn't get our core back. But it's fine, they're not too expensive to make. I can make one more of them. So let's put this in here again and get this up to about 80%, and then we can go. Look at it's dropping batteries like anything. So all of them. Thankfully it's still keeping these, which is pretty good. There's another battery gone. Let's see if we can get all the way up to at least 80 before it sucks up everything and stops charging. Nope, it's going to use all the batteries. Great. So what's the use of you? Can we charge you? With a gold ring and a copper ring, you can charge you again. Okay, let's do that. That is annoying, but interesting to know sometimes. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Really? No copper up here? Ah, my god! So let's go get the copper from down here. I need to bring this all up really, but I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. This is why I need a new base, and this is why I want to unlock all the stuff we're trying to unlock now, because then that's going to allow life to be just so much easier. So if we go uses on you, you turn me back into a normal magnet. I'm curious about where the other battery went, because I put 4 in there and we got 3 out. Interesting. So this should give us at least 3 more batteries, hopefully. Hopefully none of these will break. If that breaks, then it'll be like a proper soul one then. So you're gonna give me one more, you? Are you gonna give me one more? Yeah. That's a tool do for now. We'll come get the last one in a second. Put you into there. Gets up to 80%, 70, 80%. Back in, pull out. Back in, pull out. There we go. 81%. So you can see this uses a lot. Let's just use some of our circuits already. It's used the magnets. So the most expensive thing to make is the batteries really. And not only that's the one it seems to be using the most. So let's try again with this. Hopefully we won't have another mishap with it last time. So throw you in there, and let's see what happens. So if we go on, on. Hopefully this should increase. Please. Please. Are you gonna start increasing? There we go. Oh, negative. Turn off. Off. Ah, not again. Okay, so honestly, don't have a clue how to use this machine. I think it's a simple answer, because everything I'm doing doesn't seem to be working very well. So maybe we're too high numbers. Maybe we got to fiddle with the numbers a bit better. But let me figure it out, and then once I've figured it out properly, we'll come right back. Okay, so I think we are finally nearly there. So I figured out how to make the cores. You can see the middle of the cores here. I'm just charging the last battery up to 70%. As soon as I hit 70, oh, you are kidding me. Seriously? The batteries last absolutely no time at all, which is probably the one thing I spent the most time doing. Not probably, it is the one thing I spent the most time doing. Now you can make the upgraded batteries which do last longer with the Energite, but I used the core for Energite to make the batteries, and I couldn't bother to make that again, so I was like, you know what, let's leave it, it's fine. But we're there now. Okay, so that's that machine. This machine uses a lot of resources. I didn't make any more than the 8 of these that we made earlier on, and it's only used 14 of these standard metal, but it has used a lot more batteries. Like if you can make the Energite batteries, I recommend making them, because these ones just die. You use about 2, maybe 3 per core. So it's fun. Okay, so as you can see here, I've also rewired this to stop it exploding. I've made it into one circuit rather than having 4 separate circuits. So we have one on-off switch. So you can see I've got these 3 here linked off this one out here. So it comes out here, goes around this, just doesn't take a signal, thank God. And then it goes straight into all of these. Make sure that you do it straight in like that, otherwise it won't connect. If you put them next to it on the side, it won't automatically connect to the block. So make sure you're pushing it into the block like so. And then from this one, it just goes around the back here, then into the back of this one. Because I couldn't have it here, because if we connect it here, then it connects that, and it doesn't connect to this block. I can quickly show you if I had a redstone, but I don't have any redstone, so I can't show you. But I'm sure you're smart enough to know how redstone works. But basically, if you push it straight at that, it'll push it straight into block. If you put in the redstone block here, it'll make a square here rather than pushing it into that block. So just make sure you're aware of that. I also changed this down to 10. Now it's on a 4. It's a 1 thing feeding all 4. It works a lot better. I figured out that if you get just above 70, then this actually works, and it does actually prime the core every time quite nicely. So all you got to do now is you switch this lever off, which then actually turns the circuit on. This reaches 10 by 10, and you'll notice in a second the stability will start to rise. There it is. It starts to rise. And this will rise higher and higher and higher until eventually the core is then completed, like so, and that's it done. Just turn it off. Wait for it. I recommend turning it off each time, waiting for that to die down again back to 0, because if these get to 1,000, then it will explode as well. Obviously, we don't want that. So now we can actually finish this off now and get all this done, which is actually finally the end of Factory Tech, which has just taken way too long, like way too long. Now it's not a bad mod by any means, and all respect to the mod creator. It is a good mod. It's just there's a lot in it which I think could be improved. You like trying to automate all this it'd be possible, but it'd be the living bane of anyone's life trying to automate all this, because like a lot of the machines take the same parts. One, you need to use them, like for example this machine over here, you need these little gears up here to go into here, but you also need to put the gears into here to make the saw blades. So you'd have to make sure this is always full up here, and then feed this in one by one to make the saw blades. But then no, it would be like a worse nightmare. If it's going to make saw blades, maybe the saw blade should be making a different tool, or that machine should use something else different to charge itself. But yeah, it is. I won't be using it anymore in this mod pack. I'll probably come back to it. Well, I will come back to it later on in the series to complete everything. But it is all going to get put into a box, and then it's just not going to come out until I need to get the rest of it completed, because right now we just don't need it, and it's just going to be a royal pain in the rear end, I think. So there we go. We have 4 energy cores all set up and sorted. So in theory, we completed that quest there, sorry. And then now if we go back to this and go to here, and then if we go detect on you, that is that now completed. So we go back to you, you can see we have now completed heavy machinery. Yes! So now we're looking at getting the tech reborn, under pressure. Oh, what's that? Finally getting tinkers. We do tinkers at some point, and then bees as well, obviously we saw it on. So that is where I'm going to call it for today. Next episode, we're going to complete. Well, I'm going to aim to get all the runes for this, which shouldn't take too long. So I've got the elementium, just got to get all the runes. With my, I don't know, I can't remember if I showed you or not, but I'll show you anyway. Over here, that is off, right? Yeah, it is. Over here, I automated the stone production because I was sick and tired of having to make the stone. So I just put an oil generator. The oil generator was there for making a setup, and I've put the powered furnace. These things are annoying because they just continue to throw things out no matter what. So this has drained all the power from here, even though this is full, and this chest here is full of stone. So I'm going to go ahead and smash some of this stone up, which is then going to give us all the diamonds that we need to make the actual runes. But again, I'll do that in between episodes. This is just fed by a enderlink chest with all the cobblestone in here, which then feeds with the hopper into the back of there. And again, I can't remember showing this, but I'm going to show it anyway, because I think it's worthwhile just showing you. Do we have anything left in you? Yes, we do. Sweet. So over here, see, this is doing the exact same thing when it's overflowing. I've just got this auto breaker there with an ejector, and I'm just going to break you. I think, because that's going to make life a lot easier to do that. So this in here has got those cobblestones. You can see it in there. That's cool. I've never noticed that before. Well, that looks like stone in there, but it's just cobblestone. Anyway, so that's what that does. You see it, it's just a way for us to generate cobblestone on the fly. And then I can link that smooth stone generator up there to the back of here, so then I'll always feed it in there. I haven't done it yet because blaze rods are still the bane of my life to get, but that's pretty cool. So that is where I'm going to call it for today, guys. I think we've done pretty well. We're not doing too bad with what we've done today. And we've got everything completed in the quest book. It wants to get done. We've got these 2 quests completed, which is lovely. We can claim you just see green. I'm going to go ahead and, like I say, get everything we need for this magic stuff, so we can get to the magic quest more next. Because then that gets us some of the flight and stuff next episode. No, episode after next. The next episode we're gonna do flight. But yeah, guys, that's what I'm gonna end up today. So thanks for watching. As always, I do really appreciate it. And if you did the episode, if you find anything useful, please do consider hitting that like button. And if you didn't like it, that's fine too. Just hit the dislike button and tell me why in the comments. Tell me why you didn't like it. I'm always up for your feedback. If you did really like episode, guys, please do consider hitting my subscribe button as well, because it does help out the channel so much with all subscriptions. I'm also thinking of starting a Discord server. If you want to create a Discord server that you can all join, then you can hit me in the comments, let me know below you want to join, and I can create one and set you all an invite. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.